One cold winter evening, a 16-year-old girl was home alone watching television. Her parents had gone to a holiday party with friends. It had been snowing heavily all day, but the girl felt good and cozy, sitting on the sofa in the living room, wrapped in a warm woolen blanket. By midnight, her parents had not yet returned, and she began to feel anxious. She didn't want to call them and have them think she couldn't take care of herself. The television was in the corner of the room next to a large window. She was watching a movie when she suddenly noticed something moving in the window out of the corner of her eye. In the darkness amidst the falling snow, she could make out the figure of a man walking towards her. As he approached, she could see his face. It was covered in scars, and his lips were stretched into a menacing grin. Startled, the girl froze, not daring to move. The man stood there silently, staring at her through the glass. Then, he suddenly reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a knife. Unable to take it anymore, the girl grabbed the phone from the table by the couch, dialed the police number, and held her breath as she waited for a response. "There's a man outside my window," she whispered, not taking her eyes off her frightening visitor. "He's got a knife. Please come quickly. My address is..." She sat still as the minutes ticked by, with the man outside the window still standing there, looking directly at her. Finally, she heard the sound of a siren and the police knocking on the door. The girl ran to the front door to let the police in. They told her that they had not seen anyone near the house and had found no evidence of anyone having been there. "It can't be," the girl said, pointing to the window. "He was just standing there when you knocked. You couldn't have missed him." "That's impossible," the officer said. "There was no one there, and the snow was undisturbed. Even with this much snow, someone would leave clear footprints." "But I saw him with my own eyes," the girl insisted. "You know, your eyes can play tricks on you," the officer smirked. "Maybe you watch too many movies?" The police were already preparing to leave when suddenly one of the officers noticed something amiss. He frowned and circled the couch where the girl was sitting. What footprints and a discarded knife were left behind on the carpet behind the couch? "You didn't see the man outside the window," the officer said. "You were looking at his reflection. All this time, he was standing 2 steps behind you."